I'm live.
It is good info.
Somebody gonna use it.
We live on the mountain.
Okay, kind.
Which one we gonna live
I'm on my channel.
Sound and all that. It's well, that was that Florida bullshit. This is it's exactly what you're talking about. They're all in the police departments, but they also held up. But anyway, hey, shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, all honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakwadash.
double honors unto the apostles, double honors unto the other bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers doing this work in truth and sincerity, risking their lives and their freedom to do so, now more so than ever. To the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth among the heathens that look like those heathens, and to the aquas that are learning, to you we say shalom. We go right in on this dilemma that Esau Edomites created for themselves with this migrant issue, which is was done on purpose, but it's still creating a dilemma for the rest of Esau. Because, you know, the elites know what they're doing. Well, they don't really know what they're doing, but they're doing this on purpose. And you got, you know, homegrown patriots that are all upset and complaining about what their leaders are doing. All right?
Yeah, I had a bus driver, this Mexican man. He was pissed. And now I just brought it up joking. I was like, hey, bro, there's a lot of people in this job. And he's like, yeah, man, it's finally it's coming taking an American job. For a minute, I didn't know who the fuck had just appealed. Like, who the fuck is this? You know what I'm saying? He was fucking livid, but he was basically like, you know, she said, especially here in Chicago, you got the homeless problem. You know, like you had mentioned yesterday in the line, even with the Judah, you know, just them being propped up to be against it. But really, the city is, you know what I'm saying? This city got enough fucking problems. And remember how you had said, now there's a resurgence of monkeypox all of a sudden?
All of a sudden, there's a resurgence of monkeypox. They said all of a sudden you had outbreaks of monkeypox in the hospitals in the city at the same time that the migrants coming in. So don't be shocked that they turn around and use that as well. It's just creating all kind of dilemmas, man. I just found it funny because I watched the video. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't locate it. And basically, it was this Edomite who was all angry. Somebody get Esther, 7th chapter, verses like 8 and 9.
This is the book of Esther, chapter 7, verse 8. It says, then the king returned out of the palace garden into the place of the banquet of wine. And Haman was fallen upon the bed whereupon Esther was. Then said the king, will he force the queen also before me in the house? As the word went out of the king's mouth, they covered Haman's face. And Harbonah, one of the chamberlains, said before the king, behold also the gallows 50 cubits high, which Haman had made for Mordecai.
Put it out in front for everybody to see.
Who had spoken good for the king, standeth in the house of Haman. Then the king said, hang him thereon.
Keep going. Read verse 10.
Verse 10. So they hanged Haman on the gallows that he prepared for Mordecai. Then was the king's wrath pacified.
Right. So there it is, man. Esau is mad because they hung themselves. So, because this Edomite was, you know, in front of the hotel, it was one of them fancy ass hotels that had been closed up. There was a lot of closed hotels downtown, and this is, you know, 4- and 5-star hotels, and now you got all these migrants that are living in these hotels, in these luxury hotels, and of course, you know, Chicago citizens are going to flip the bill. And this angry Edomite is out there with his camera, being all nosy, trying to
Do what he do.
you know, do what he's doing. You know, just being a menace, stopping every Jake that come by. And, you know, what dialect is that? And where are you from? You know, and someone was speaking to him, and then someone weren't. And finally, one of the workers there came out in the hotel and told him, you know, you need to leave these people alone. So he called himself going to walk up in the hotel with the camera, and he was like, "No, you can't come in here, sir." He's like, "Well, this is public property." He said, "No, this is private, and you're not welcome." And basically he was like, "Well, I never," and it was just beautiful to see.
Well, you just did.
Exactly. Seeing Esau treated like this,
Right.
he because all of a sudden he's becoming a persona non grata, and he doesn't have a voice in his own country. And the flip side of this is going to make a lot of them angry. And all I can tell you is expect there to be a lot of violence toward these people. All right, that are coming in by people who are already here, including their own. Because you even got Northern Kingdom that's pissing a fit
Right.
about these migrants coming in. As if America's been good to you.
The Cubans upset that they don't want to work.
Yeah.
I got this in Isaiah. This is Isaiah 19, Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Ultimately, that division, like the other said, first of all, just you got the Edomites that are upset, that are split over this, and then now you have Northern Kingdom. So even among Jake, and like the other said, I also believe when Judah got up and did it, that was more manufactured. But all they were saying is basically saying, even if they said it just because it makes sense, let's say Chicago has a whole basically homeless encampments all over the city,
Right.
where you would think that they're at capacity to take any more. But since this is all going to be manufactured by politicians, because again, those sanctuary cities or this division that they were going to say is like, hey, you guys were all for immigration and for this shit to begin with, so you guys are going to basically put up with this shit, which is causing division between the Texans, all right, because the governor of Texas, Abbott, is basically, he had already been told these countries, these other cities that wanted to be sanctuary cities, they said, all right, well, then we're going to ship them to you. And then they've already been here, they've been packing up these police stations, like the brother has said, like they've been reporting on the news because they have nowhere to go. They're basically just shuffling them around different police districts, man.
And the sad thing is that they have buildings, and they don't necessarily have to put them in these. They do have places to go. They're just not doing it.
Yeah.
They have so many abandoned buildings,
Warehouses,
that
stuff like
they
that.
can
Right.
put heating units in, or some already have the heat in place. They could put these people in to house them where they will be safe and not actually on the streets. They're just not doing it. And like you said, that whole meeting in South Shore with the little black kid got up, and why don't they put him in a Hispanic neighborhood? That was all set up because
Right.
Esau sees, the unity between the northern and southern kingdom. He sees the prophecies coming to pass, and it's just a shot to try to break
Break it up, right?
Yeah, that's all that's about. These 2/3 that don't want to get with it, or the black only Israelites, but what it really comes down to is those people are all coming here for judgment. They're really coming here.
Absolutely.
They're really coming here to be judged, man. So they either coming here so that they can be put to death when all this chaos that's going to ensue, or they're going to be blessed. But another thing that you had in Florida with the immigration bill in Florida alone, workers aren't showing up to work. Let me see if I can pull up one of these. Hopefully it's loud enough.
For decades, South Florida has been home to migrants, and many times they do work that others may not want to do or are able to do. But a new immigration crackdown by the Florida legislature and Governor Ron DeSantis is now making it harder for them to live and work in the state.
And even though the policy is not yet in effect, CBS's Miami's Gabriela Zola shows us how it has already shaken the undocumented community along with employers they work for.
Now, let me pause it for a second. Now, this is May 10th. It's already kicked in, and it's definitely taking effect. So this is a report before it even kicked in. All right, just so you know that.
Policy Institute says there are around 800,000 undocumented immigrants right here in the state of Florida.
800,000.
Now, wait a minute. 800,000 already in Florida already, and you just let in, what, over 1 million people? Oh, it's crazy.
Another thing, the law in Florida, it made it a felony if you came in legally and you got papers, if you driving around someone that's illegal, now you become a felon. And they can ship your ass.
Right.
That's what this is about. That's and so people aren't showing up to work or in nothing. And then all the work sites, the construction sites, Disney halted the hotels.
Mm-hmm.
The people they can't book hotels because they got nobody to change the sheets and clean the rooms and none of that. They fucked themselves.
It's the thing with all Mexicans.
Your ass drive, you Uber driver, you an immigrant, legally Uber driving, an illegal immigrant, your shit, you get pulled over, they check y'all shit. Now you a felon, they send your ass back.
You ain't got nothing to do with nothing.
Right. So damn, I was just picking up a ride.
Yeah.
But they, like I said, they hung themselves.
I got a preset. That may not be for long.
Jose?
Around South Florida, labor workers are becoming more and more scarce by the day, according to some employees.
People aren't showing up to work because they're scared of being deported.
And critics say Senate Bill 1713 is too late.
None of that's good speaker.
According to the bill, businesses can face up to a $10,000 fine per undocumented employee. The state could revoke their license. For construction workers like Jose, he says half of the workers are already gone.
Many workers are leaving thinking they're going to be deported, so they're going to other states.
The bill also includes hospitals. Each facility that accepts Medicaid has to submit that person's immigration status. According to the Florida Governor's website, taxpayers paid more than $226 million in healthcare costs for undocumented migrants last year. Now, working migrants like Juan say they're being threatened daily.
So basically, you know, it's a couple more minutes of it, but basically what it's showing, there's no more wisdom in teaming, because it's showing you also that America function off Jake. You'll have these Edomites that talk all this stuff and, you know, and complain and be all boast and all proud, but America's daily function is because of Israel.
I sent you one earlier with a white dude talking about them not having jobs. He was talking about it's not that it's cheaper labor. He mentioned that the white.
Yeah, I was trying to find
I
that.
texted to you.
Ah, that's where it was.
Yep, I texted your regular, your first phone number.
Right. Yeah, that was a good. Yeah, this was a good one. It was on YouTube. See, I was looking on TikTok because it said TikTok.
But since that bill got passed, there have been empty job sites all across the state of Florida. Convention centers are canceling their fucking shows because they have no work. Hotels can no longer take reservations because they cannot offer room service or room keeping. I don't know what you're talking about. You're not going to have. Disney is even canceling reservations because of all the people they have lost as far as employees go. You are not going to find white people, never mind white kids in the generations being raised today, to fulfill those jobs in society in Florida. How do I know this? I started a business at the age of 19 as a white man in Massachusetts, and I couldn't find reliable white help.
Damn.
It wasn't because the illegals were cheaper. It's because, number one, they work better, they have better ethics, morals, and they always come to work and they don't steal from you. White junkies, white people, yeah, I don't know what to say about that, but
So he let it be known that white people are thieves.
Exactly.
Hell yeah.
And they don't come to work, they're not reliable, man. And Jake basically has been the backbone of America, especially the Northern Kingdom.
This Isaiah 19:14. The Lord had me with a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his vomit. There's no more wisdom in teaming. And you like you described, a drunk man that just can't stand up, can't walk, can't do nothing right, falling over. You just all fucked up, right? Neither shall there be any work from Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush they do. And ultimately, the economy's crashing, and this is just an excuse and a blame to put on some shit, man.
Yep.
All right, it's really a couple things happening at once. Esau don't want to do these jobs, but the economy's crashing anyway. You know, there's not going to be any more fucking work. Period.
No food.
Yeah, it's over with.
Because look, you got how many millions of people just came into this country? How many, and how many was it? 130 food manufacturing places that went under?
Yeah.
All right. The harvest for the greens in California didn't come out this year. Whatever they had, and left in the storehouses, and it was pretty much it. You had a whole season because those rains came and flooded.
Started to grow.
Yeah, and so everything so everything got flooded out. We getting ready to have a major food crisis. I mean, you really are. So basically, you going out to these places buying fast food and all that shit. You ain't eating meat, man. You ain't. If you think you're eating real meat, you're not. All right. You going out to these burger joints and shit like that. Ain't no telling what you fucking eat. You eat people, old horses. They got that hammock spirit on them. That meat is meat.
Yeah.
Right, monkey meat, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Rata.
Yeah.
But they already showing you that they got these 3D printing labs. They taking the protein from the meat and they 3D printing meat, fake meat. But the thing is, they said that meat don't have no nutritional value. It's empty of every nutrition. It's just really just something to put in your mouth to fill you up.
Hey.
You don't have no nutrients in it.
It's gonna be like the whales beaching themselves and whatnot because they filling up on plastic and shit like that.
It says in the land, in that day, shall eaters be like unto women, and they shall be afraid and fear. It's like Ecclesiastes 12 started at 1.
Yeah.
If that day shall eaters be like unto women, and they shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over. This is the will of the Lord here.
I got it.
The Lord got Esau doing all this dumb shit, all right, tweaking, fucking up his own economy, got them divided, bring in immigrants. We're not going to allow immigrants. In fact, we're going to become harsher on immigrants. Get them the fuck out of our state. Now now the ones that's been here got to flood to these other states that allow it while they got a whole fresh batch coming in.
And wow, you got they just approved some more billions to go to Ukraine. Right.
They're talking about the damn debt ceiling, but you keep giving all this money. But that's another reason. They allow these immigrants in, so these people are going to think that's the problem. That's why the money is going bad, because if we keep allowing immigrants, we got all these niggers on welfare. Nigga, you giving billions on top of billions to Ukraine, man. And every time there's a budget discussion, guess who always get paid and get bonuses? The same motherfuckers that's talking about it.
Fucking Congress.
Israelis, and now you can add the Ukrainians to that.
Right.
Then when you think about it, a lot of that area where Ukraine is over there near Crimea, that's all the original home of Esau anyway. Well, not the original, but that was the home that he went to, after the fall of Rome. They went to that area where Kagan Bullen was, and what was that, Crimea and Ukraine and what's that whole little part of Russia by the Black Sea there. That's where they all came out of, man. All right. So them Ukrainians, a lot of them Ukrainians is Amalekites, man.
Oh yeah.
A lot of them are Amalekites. So that's what it goes to. That fruity president, the actor dude,
right?
Oh, Zelensky.
Dressed, he's an Amalekite, man.
Yeah. Yep. You got that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Or the sun, or the light, or the moon, or the stars be not darkened.
So seek the Lord while he may be found. Before this judgment comes. All right? Which it ends in nuclear missiles, but it's going to go through some other things that happen before that. Go ahead.
Nor the clouds return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few. Right.
And the keepers of the house, are your economists, man. All right. The word economy means housekeeper, house manager. All right. But then it says, and the grinding cease because there are few. So when joblessness increase, when unemployment increase, that's the sign of the end time. Mm-hmm. So you got unemployment increasing, plus the money is going bad. What does James 5 say? That's a witness against you. Your gold and silver being cankered, which now is paper money. Your proverbial gold and silver is cankering over, it's becoming no good. That's a witness against you. Then it says, it shall burn you as with fire. So all this is the lead up to World War III coming because it's the will of Yahweh Basham Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it.
When you look at all the evidence, you know, everything that's happening, what's going on top of what's Saint Benji just said, you got those Israelis over there been given a green light to move on Iran at will.
Yep.
All right, so everything's on the verge of happening, man.
Yes, sir.
Can you finish that last little bit up?
It says, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Also, when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish.
Shalom, brother. You read the you missed. Go up. Read the verse over about the grinding season.
When the sound of the grinding,
Call it.
this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened, and the doors shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is lowest.
Right, and the door shall be shut in the streets. What's that? Martial law, man. So when this joblessness comes, martial law comes with it, man. Because what's gonna happen? People gonna need what the fuck they need. Their resources. A dog eat dog world, man. All right, it's gonna be a dog eat dog world out here. Just like these immigrants gotta stop working. They ain't gonna stop providing for their families. They gonna figure out new means. All right. Then you got niggas gonna be mad for like niggas. You know, it's niggas that really actually believe that Mexicans taking over the south side of Chicago. They mad about it. Not just these political niggas that's juiced in. It's niggas that's thinking like that. There's a lot of niggas that's fake deep right now. So it's gonna be a lot of violence and division going on. I heard niggas say we worry about the Mexicans taking over the south side. Like, what you talking about, nigga? Shit, you didn't even take care of it no way. I'm happy to see I may have some Mexican neighbors, man. We'll see y'all dirty ass yards just throwing juice bottles and pushing packages everywhere.
Right, walking past the garbage can.
I be mad at a motherfucker, man.
And that's just Judah, the only one do that stupid shit. I see them on they'll be on the L platform. You got garbage cans and they'll just throw the shit on the ground. Walk right past the garbage cans. Garbage can be 2-3 feet from them.
Dirty niggas.
And it's like, bro, it's like, what the fuck, man?
They do the same thing though. Walk down Cermak right there by Trump.
Nah, we getting a good kind.
Right, keep them.
We don't want not the cholos.
Yeah.
We keep the ones that think they stay
ones with the
yards.
clean foreheads, and then you got the
Yeah.
long ass shag in the back.
Yeah.
They can stay with it. They can leave them. Fuck them.
Y'all still reading that?
No, that was it.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 7. Start at verse 14. This is in the NLT. It says, the wicked conceive evil. They are pregnant with trouble and give birth to lies.
Shit.
They dig. Speaking lies. That's it. It says they dig a deep pit to trap others, then fall into it themselves.
Perfect.
The trouble they make for others backfires on them. The violence they plan falls on their own heads. It is this ultimate agenda, you know, of a new world order where they play God, all right, and you play peasant forever, all right, until they ultimately, you know, destroy majority of us, you see, and then whatever else with the you know, the other, you know, whatever, you know, coons of our people, you know. But here it is, it's gonna backfire their ultimate agenda.
Yeah,
You see?
Matter of fact, go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because they trying to bring chaos to be like they gonna be the superheroes.
Right.
And what they fail to realize is you can't control chaos. You can't control lawless. Look, once all hell break loose, it's over with.
That's what
You see.
that's what my man's in the first in the first dinosaur movie. What was that movie? Jurassic Park. He said that. You know,
God.
He said chaos can't be controlled.
God.
But I got another quick video from Dabu 7 coming in by the busloads. All right, let's see.
This is Dabu 7.
Yeah, you know his videos in all 2 minutes or less. So
Eyes wide open.
Right. Then he promotes his no, actually this was just a notice to go to his video. But it says coming in busloads, record-setting number of illegal migrants just crossed into America. Breaking news. Hashtag breaking, hashtag news, hashtag border, hashtag Mexico, hashtag Texas, hashtag invasion.
Damn, B. Invasion. Fighting words.
Fucking commercial. God damn. No, you don't.
Right. Rest.
Skip.
Being loaded onto buses here at the border of the United States, the southern border, and they're being shipped in to the interior of the country by the thousands. We just had a record. 83-some thousand people come in here during this week, and you can see this Gate 42 area is just seeing a lot of action. This is what is going on at our border, America. Just so folks know, a record-setting amount of migrants, including Chinese, 90 to 100 a day coming through and getting caught at just one checkpoint. As you can see here, more buses. It's non-stop at the border. They're pulling up, loading up to capacity, and then off to America they go, coming to a city near you. This has to stop. We're being invaded on the daily. I just want people to be aware of what's happening here in this country. When you start to see these people showing up in your neighborhoods, it's because your politicians and that Biden regime is allowing this. These are some of the latest shots. I'll continue to update. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. Join me for the live streams Monday and Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern on Doppler 777. You'll find links below in the description. This has been Doppler 7. Much love.
Yeah, so they calling it an invasion, man. And I'm not shocked that there are going to be some shock troops mixed in with those people, because they said they didn't call people from the so-called Middle East. You got all these Chinese military age men they keep talking about, and you remember the Chinese have bought up all this different land,
Right.
and they got police stations. So now some of the shock troops came through as civilians, So they're gonna go to these places and get armed up, and who knows? And it makes me wonder. We've all seen the movement of all the UN vehicles, armored vehicles, and military gear and vehicles in general over these last 4 or 5 years have been shipped and moved all over the country. And now maybe some of these people coming in are actually going to be the people that's going to operate that stuff, man. All right. We know that there's we all heard the horrific story of the unfortunate little girl. They found 67 different DNAs inside of her.
Right.
All right. So you can only imagine, the type mentality of people is. That means you got a lot of you got at minimum you got at least 67 rapists who plan on gang raping a lot
minors,
of American women, old women. It don't matter.
Right.
It is clearly at least
Right.
at minimum 67, and we know there's probably way more than that, man. So the chaos is here, man. I mean, second Ezra's 15 to 16 chapters literally walking off the pages of the Bible into reality.
Shit, they might finna open them concentration camps up too for the.
Well, the Walmarts.
Well, they about to start using these abandoned buildings. That was one of the things that these Chicago niggas was mad about. They're going to use. I know this is one example. That abandoned school. They're like, we can even use this for the poor and all this and that shit. But instead, they
weren't complaining about it before. That's
right.
How you know that shit was set up.
Oh yeah, niggas be mad about poor people being like, get them out, ship them out. They say all type of bogus ass shit. But now because somebody else is coming in, now you mad, man. Now you fucking care about the poor. A nigga won't even look at a nigga that's begging for change. They talk shit about him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
they look at him with disgust.
Raise the window along.
Like the one nigga who ate the Wendy's in front of the homeless dude. He said he wanted something to eat. He went and got a whole meal and ate it in front of him.
That's some nigga shit.
That's some wicked shit to do.
No, it's wicked as hell. The Lord gonna deal with his ass
Yeah,
too.
that's why I understand why Pop the Hot said he gonna jump over Esau to get you.
Yeah, that's
fucking
okay.
Nappy head niggas.
That's some bogus ass shit.
Yeah, that's bogus as hell, man.
Like, you hungry niggas? Like what? Nigga, of course I'm hungry.
Nothing
What the fuck
fun or funny about it.
And then one
At
fucking
all.
off, and then recorded it.
Right. Like it was like he gonna get a bunch of hits to, look like, hey, he was good, he was a funny guy.
What, it's a scripture that talk about a poor man cursing you to the
I think
Lord.
it's in Sirach 4.
Man, the Lord gonna deal with that nigga for that, man. Cause if you did that to him and he begged to the Lord, he may not know the name, but the Lord gonna come get you for that because you just did some bogus ass shit.
Dude's name was Israel too.
Right.
Mm.
It makes sense.
Scripture says if you cry unto the Lord, and basically in the grief of your heart, that the Lord he'll hear you and he'll fight for you. So if you somebody offend you to the level to where you like fucked up like that, the Lord deal with that. And the scriptures say the Lord reign over the just and the unjust, man. You might groan unto the Lord and somebody do you wrong, especially a homeless man who already dealing with shit. And then what's fucked up, our people don't even understand this your people that's coming in. At the end of the day, these other Israelites that's coming in. And our people hate each other so much, god damn it, they like, well, fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? But hey, that's welcome to hell, goddamn.
Yeah, and you know what? They do raise a valid point. Because now you gotta ask yourself, why is Esau doing this?
Yeah.
Why is Esau bringing these people in to supposed to give them a better life? They don't even help the motherfuckers in their own land.
Right.
There's an ulterior motive to it. This is Psalm 7.
Exactly. Jake don't consider, man.
Mm-hmm. This is Psalm. In fact, I'm gonna get this Sirach first. This is Sirach 14. All right. So like brothers. This is Sirach 14, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. Verse 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He should not take pleasure in his goods. This devil don't care about his own citizens. All right, he don't give a shit about his own citizens. So, what's the agenda to doing this, man? You gotta ask yourself this.
It's a plan.
He's trying to make himself look good on the real stage. All right, there's something else sinister behind it. Ariella probably know more about the American Central South American relations right now. I ain't too deep into that part. But it's like, why would you do that now? Ain't they trying to get some resources down there again or some shit?
Not only that,
about invading Mexico or something.
right. So now that they nationalize certain materials, natural resources, guess what? America now has a problem with the cartels. But it was just the lithium that they basically nationalized their lithium. So now America is gonna come and basically, it was this Senator Kennedy. He basically got to talking this shit this week. He said that he's like basically saying that the only reason Mexico even has money is because they're allowing them to do trade. He said Mexico be eating cat food by the time we're done, and it was nothing but Instagram video showing like fresh fruit and all this fresh, like basically saying like
really,
like bro, our food is so developed. Our gastronomy, I think Mexican food, Yahuala is the highest in gastronomy.
It consistently makes like the top 10 in the world scale.
Wow, as far as healthy and nutrients and all that.
Yeah, a lot of cartels stop dealing with drugs. They do avocados now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't even deal with drugs no more. They get paid off avocados.
Right.
Damn, we gonna go healthy.
Yeah.
They going back to nature.
Gringos want guacamole.
They going back to nature.
Avocado.
Real quick, let me read this one, brother. This is Isaiah 1:3, and it reads, "The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doth not know. My people doth not consider." So it's like St. Benji said, man. They didn't consider that this government never does anything for its people that's here, for the so-called Latin community that's here. And all of a sudden, you're gonna start helping. You're letting in all these migrants. It's got to be an ulterior, what's the ulterior motive, man?
Right.
All right, and like I mentioned, all these people that come in all of a sudden, but you had all the food, all the food processing plants that have been destroyed, all the trains derailments. You can't put two and two together.
Right.
Great enough for the book.
Yeah, because scripture tell you never trust your enemy. It said, though he humble himself, beware of him.
Yeah, they created a kill zone, man.
Yeah.
You know, you got any of you brothers who've been in the military understand what or played Call of Duty. You know, you understand what a kill zone is, man.
Drop their ass in a low
All
spot.
right. You know, you catch your enemy in a crossfire.
That's right.
And if it's real good kill zone, it's a three-way crossfire. All right.
Yep. He that is evil, verse 5. He that is evil to himself, knowing he be good, he should take not pleasure in his goods. I'm gonna jump to 7. And if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly, and at the last he will declare his wickedness.
He did good on accident.
Damn, I fucked that
trying
up.
to help them like that.
Or really, the way to get to the wickedness that he wanted
Wants to do
he
good.
had to do this particular thing. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Like, damn.
Yeah, I gotta give him this money this time.
Right.
Yeah, and you know what? He saw his bloodshed to happen. All right, they want this violence to happen, so he can come with the answer, come with it. But look, we need
The
peace in
hero.
this world. Let's get this chip. We got the one world currency. Let's go ahead and finally make peace. But meanwhile, you know, he hates Israel, man. Like Elder Malcolm said, he wants this kill zone. This is an opportunity for him to kill two birds with one stone, man. He want to get you niggas to, and when I say niggas, I'm talking about you Latin niggas too, man. He want to get you Latin niggas too, man. Come on in so they can fuck you up. Kill each other. Kill yourselves off.
We're gonna kill each other, and then we're gonna come in and finish y'all all off.
Right.
That's it.
It's perpetual hatred.
This goes Hosea 90:13. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place, but Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer. So like the other said, man, these Jakes, man, think they basically came because I don't know if Jake's seen the other videos that are circulating. Like basically, ones of Venezuelans are here, like, oh yeah, fuck America, woo, all this shit. And if Jake's seen the videos from New York, when they were in New York, they're like, they should have us in these luxury hotels. I can't even wash my ass. Like, but it was like it wasn't that bad. But they were basically showing the comparison of how like the basically the Mexican workers are in the field picking all the fucking fruit, and they're like, bro, if all these people that just came here to work, there's a bunch of jobs that they could just take up now, you know, because they're here legally, per se, man. So like the other said, too much is going on for this not to be set up, man, and manufactured, and like and the provocations. Senator Kennedy got up there and said, basically that Mexico better tread lightly, or they'll be eating cat food and shit. So all these different things, all these different altercations, and like Benji said, the between Mexico and Central and South America are getting better, being mended, and America is being fragmented. So this is shit. It's anything can give, man. Anything can give.
It's getting rough.
Yeah, you niggas walking right to your judgment. This Hosea 7 and 11. Ephraim also like the silly dove without heart. They call to Egypt. They go to Assyria, which lets you know this ain't talking about ancient Egypt. All right, this is in Egypt. This is in Egypt that's also called Assyria, which is America. All right, Babylon the Great. When they shall go, I will spread my net upon them. I will bring them down as the fowls of the heaven. I will chastise them as their congregation have heard. Woe unto them, for they have fled from me. Destruction unto them, because they have transgressed against me. Though I have redeemed them, yet they have spoken lies against me. So this is the Lord's judgment, man. Our Lord's going to wrap this thing up. That's why the immigration is happening, but at the same time, there's more jobs becoming unavailable. This is really the work of the Lord. This is your judgment.
Yeah, that's jobs. It's AI taking over, and the beauty in that is that a lot of these high-level, high-paying tech jobs, these on-site, these off-site jobs that were being held mostly by women, all that's going away.
Right.
So the day of the woman sitting up there trying to look cute, hanging out in the Starbucks for 4 or 5 hours a day, tapping on her computer because she's at work. That's done. Sitting up on her couch with her legs crossed, eating popcorn and You know, tapping on her computer every couple moments. I remember when they would come into you know, to class to jiu-jitsu like that, and turn on their computer and run over to their computer every, you know, few minutes.
Yeah, respond to the
And
messages
jump
that they
back in
see. Yeah.
class, like they're in a meeting or something.
Yeah.
All that shit's about to come to an end, man. Making 6 figures, they ain't doing shit.
Right.
You know?
Let me do this.
So all that's about to disappear, man. This is Jeremiah 30:7, and it reads, "Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." The only the he is talking about the elect. And whether you people realize it or not, man, Jacob's trouble is here, man. It just hasn't gone full blown yet.
Right.
You know, it's in its beginning. It's like a person that has HIV. They fine until it turns into full blown AIDS.
Well, the difference
You know?
between inflation and hyperinflation is the basically how rapid it's going to happen. So Jake been complaining about inflation these last couple of years that was gradual. That hyperinflation is going to kill a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Wake up. Yes. $13 a gallon.
You got a lot of people that are really in mental despair, especially these Edomites, man. All right, Jake is used, you know.
Yeah, Jake ain't had shit, so
you know, but them well-to-do Jakes is panicking.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
But Esau is really panicking, man. You know, I didn't have, you know, my client Johnny Mack, man. You know, I told you the dude been a millionaire twice, man, and he just broke and complained like I did everything right, bro. I don't know what else to do. You know? Fuck you, all that stuff you said, you might be right, bro.
They don't fix it, you know. Like you said, they don't think you Jakes, although they feeling a little something, they still have hope. You know what I'm saying? But the Edomites, man, that's feeling, they know that it's like, man,
they know it's over.
Yeah.
That's that. They know. They like this shit is over, bro. It's done.
And they
Game over, man.
Right.
Fuck, game over.
they gonna blame you. They gonna blame you niggas.
That's
Because Esau made the narrative that you niggas using up all the welfare as all these tax dollars are going. And they gonna blame you fucking Mexican niggas, man, that's coming in. And if you from Venezuela, I'm still calling you a Mexican nigga, man. We all niggas, man. We Israelites, man. All right, they gonna blame you, and what's gonna happen? Hey, that sword is coming, man. Esau finna come with that violence.
That's it.
Yep. On both sides. He's gonna come with it from the legal side and the illegal side. They coming though. And they gonna come at each other too. So it's just like Benji said, it's getting ready to be a crazy ass free fall. Because it's gonna be Jake against Jake, Esau against Esau, and then Esau against Jake, and then the heathen's gonna be thrown in the middle of that shit too.
Oh yeah.
You know, like that brawl that happened across the street from me years ago, man. All of a sudden this elderly Chinese dude came out of a house full of Mexicans, and everybody was looking like, where the fuck he come from? So I'm like, call police. Call police. You know? And Jake out there beating the shit out of each other in the street and shit. And his old ass in that shit, this shit bugged me out, man. Then where does this old ass group come from? It's great. In the middle of some damn some damn Mexican vice lords fighting some damn what do you call them dudes?
Latin Kings?
No, not Latin Kings. It's another one of them gangs.
Ambrose.
The Ambrose. Exactly. It was Ambrose fighting vice lords, man, and an old ass Chinese dude in the middle of it, trying to break it up. When he got bust in the head trying to get it, because they swinging sticks and throwing bricks at each other and shit.
Damn.
Don't call police.
You said you had something?
Yeah, I had this Nahum 3:1. It's like y'all was saying what's going on. This is woe to the bloody city. It is full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. So like you saying, these immigrants coming over here, and it's just going to be more for the chaos, more bloodshed for America, so they can do exactly what Benji said and martial law. They need other people. These people don't have no place to go. sex trafficking, just all the wickedness in America does, they have more people to do it on, and nobody can help them.
Yeah,
So it's going the prey never depart.
You're right, brother. These people,
They're gonna be used for slaughter.
absolutely, they gonna get hooked on fentanyl and all kind of shit, man.
Oh, we terrible.
They getting ready to they getting ready to get hooked on fentanyl and heroin. Right? It's gonna be a whole women gonna be selling themselves. It's right. It's getting ready to get real grimy, man. All right, you can have some fine ass Northern Kingdom women out there selling themselves. Venezuelans already went through it.
Yeah.
You all saw that article, a couple years back when they society collapsed, and they had all these professional women, doctors and engineers.
That's
and
right.
Lawyers,
Walking the streets.
doctors, engineers, and lawyers are now, prostitute themselves
Bring the immigrants up there.
just to get a salary. So a lot of, and Northern Kingdom fine as fuck, man.
Oh my goodness.
Collectively. Right? So it's gonna be a lot of that, man. You can already see a lot of prostitutes on the stroll, man. They're trying and some of them gonna do it to feed their newfound drug habits, and some of them gonna be trying to do it just to feed their children.
Right.
All right?
This can I hit this?
Absolutely.
It's Isaiah 30. I'm gonna start at 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover what they cover me, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk down, that go down into Egypt and have not asked of my mouth.
Help us, white Pharaoh.
Right. And that's what their hope is in, and that's why they think it's going to be all good.
Right.
This is like, America always bounces back, no matter from whatever it is,
Right.
They trust in a
Apple
different.
Pie and John Wayne.
That's it.
The Cowboys.
That's it.
It's gonna be okay. No, it's not, man.
Exactly.
In the situation they in right now is they got you sleeping in the goddamn police stations. They got you sleeping a doorway away from the prisoners, man.
Yep.
So what? How's it getting better? You sleeping on a damn air mattress? Hey, because I just had to go to the police station. They had the door wide open, cold ass breeze, newborn babies, little kids running in, kids, old ladies. It was a gambit of
So then that's
old
gonna be
to young.
it's gonna be real easy to say that that's
a kid can just walk out,
or it's gonna be diseases. They're gonna start right. So
Yeah.
like they're saying the monkeypox is here. You got a situation like that. They sitting on top of the prisons and all in there,
yeah.
all top of the police. So all of a sudden they're gonna say COVID back and
they sleeping on the
this is
floor.
back
Yeah.
and new diseases and all. Yeah, they getting ready to
Polio.
they gonna get
Right.
what they say tuberculosis. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's getting ready to be all kind of issues, man.
Yeah.
And some of these diseases are gonna be real. But a lot of it's gonna be fabricated, like some of the other shit we seen.
It's a little more to this. It says back in Isaiah 30:2, that walk down to go into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So because you trusting in this society, you trusting in what Esau telling you, hey, you're gonna be put in a situation where you're gonna be like, fuck, what the fuck? I thought we came here to get help, but
Right.
we're not getting nothing. We're in the streets. Hey, look, you got vets. They putting veterans out of hotels that's living in these hotels that to house a lot of these immigrants. Hey, when these vets, you got vets, trained military killers that ain't killed for this country. What you think gonna happen when they get fed up and they feel like they really ain't got shit left?
Y'all helping these immigrants out, but not
Right.
us. It's gonna be a lot of
It's
just.
That's gold.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And guess what? You're gonna have other vets and militia groups that get behind it.
Yeah, that's with it.
It's the scenarios are unlimited. So how it can all kick off. It's just unlimited. So and this is all good for Esau.
Yeah, you know what?
For the elites who trying to get this shit going, because anything can happen at this point.
Yeah, they've been trying to rouse you weak ass Americans up for years.
Because if this was European countries,
it'd been
the city halls would all be burning.
Hey, if this was France,
years ago.
This shit would have happened as soon as Monkey Boy was in office. The 2008 crash happened.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
The pigs be losing our houses.
And the French,
We
they got a history, right? They would behead their leaders back in the day. And that same spirit is on them damn Levites, man. I've been seeing these videos as of lately where these Levites are just burning people to death and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
Yeah.
right, you know, them French, man, they don't fuck around, man. If they government do something they don't like, you know, and I even heard one of them said, when is America gonna wake up and join us? Because you had all of Europe uprising, all of Edomites was uprising over there in Europe.
Yep.
And it was like, you Americans are actually armed. You know, he said we're not even armed if we fight these motherfuckers.
Bricks.
You know?
Butcher knives.
You know?
They was throwing rocks and shit over there. They ain't even give a fuck.
Molotov cocktails and shit.
Yeah, man. Hey, yeah, it's like Ireland, man, with the IRA back in the day. Hey, Americans are fucking weak. But you know what I noticed too? Just the spirit hit me on it. The Ukrainian refugees. We seen I forget who I was with. And this happened more than once, bro. You see them out there begging for money. It was the mother, the father. So like I know it was the kids, and I believe the mother and the father was on the other side as well. They was out there begging for money. You know? So you come to America think you finna get the shit you done seen on TV, but they finna fuck you over. Americans don't care about their young, they don't care about you, man. No. This Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride can pass them about as a chain. Violence covered them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart can wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. So they don't care about oppressing no fucking body. They want to seem so good and holy and white savior, all right, to the public's eye. But once you get over here, man, you toast. They talking about some refugees and they got you out there begging for fucking money, man.
You can't even feed your damn family.
Right.
You can't afford to fucking make nothing. Shit.
And then you over here begging other poor niggas. I'm looking. Get the fuck out of here. Sell me your daughter. There you go.
Right.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here, man. You should have stayed in Ukraine. Fight for your shit, nigga.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
I got a scripture. This is Jeremiah 1, starting at 13. And the word of Yahweh came unto me the second time, saying, what seest thou? And I said, I see a seething pot, and the face thereof is toward the north. Where are we at? Okay. Then Yahweh said unto me, out of the north an evil shall break forth upon all the inhabitants of the land. This place is destined, prophesied to catch all kinds of plagues and hell and shit like this. And like you said, they're bringing all these people over here so that they can be foods for the fowls. Okay? They gonna catch that judgment. And they got, what do you say? He gathered all the birds to what? I just saw a thing where it was like a vulture somewhere sitting here in America somewhere up on a big ass thing. I was like, what the fuck?
You got all kind of evil birds here, man. You got owls that are not only do you have hawks here, because you know I've seen hawks. I've seen 2 hawks on 2 occasions hunt other birds and squirrels in Lincoln Park. I've seen it happen twice.
Damn.
Right. So, but now you got some big ass owl.
Right.
That also is hunting. They because you know you got them bird sanctuaries in that little nature area in Lincoln Park around the lagoon.
Right.
And around all these lagoons, you got turtles and frogs and I even seen last summer I was doing lessons. You know, I go up there and do lessons up there. And what do you call them vicious ass birds? The herons.
Oh yeah,
it's a heron. It's a couple of herons be walking around there.
Damn.
Evil looking herons with them sharp ass beaks.
Yeah.
They use their beak like a spear.
Yeah.
And they'll stab a
swallow.
rabbit. They'll stab a damn a squirrel. They'll stab a baby duckling. And they like stab them to death. And then they throw up in the air and just swallow.
Yeah.
It's so violent the way they do it, man. I'm like, I never knew them. You know, I was like, these some fighting ass birds.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
You know?
You said this bird like, well, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Shit, but even on the animals, yesterday, the day before yesterday, I was out with the kids and there was a pack of dogs coming through. And they was like working together. it was like 3 dogs coming, and they came and the neighbors ran in the house. They didn't even tell me that there was 3 dogs outside. I'm outside with all my kids, and they come in my yard. So of course they came in the wrong yard, but the right yard.
Right.
I just chased them off. But then my son was telling me, Yashirala was telling me that the dogs was damn near finna attack him in my shop because they had walked to the store. You know, so it's animals out here that's
starting to pack up and link up.
How many times we talked about it?
Absolutely.
It's gonna be packs of dogs. People gonna be eating dogs, and dogs gonna be eating people.
Yeah, that one bitch got killed by the pack of Dobsons.
Yeah.
That's a pack of Dobsons. Them little bitty dogs.
Yeah.
That was a slow agonizing death.
Little teeth. Getting all that with little teeth.
You get stabbed there with a fork.
Then how did she fall to a little bitty ass Dobson?
The ankles, man. Hell of a judgment.
My goofy ass fell down.
Oh God.
Instead of jumping up on something,
She had a scary movie moment.
she had a scary movie.
Hands went up when she fell.
Dumbass.
Hey, this is
You just talk about the teeth of wild beasts, you know. It's gorgeous for a minute. Hey, you know, you're gonna see a lot of things, man.
Dobsons?
You can't get over it.
Hey, I'm like pit bulls, you know, shepherds, or just back
Right.
dogs, but a bunch of Dobsons.
A bunch of hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
I would have chased her down.
You know, hey, and that judgment was from the Lord, you know.
Absolutely.
I got that. This is Jeremiah 15:3. It says, I will appoint over them 4 kinds of judgment. Said the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, and dogs to tear, and fowls of the heaven, and beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
Right. So, and then I seen I was on social media, and for one, I don't see why people go on mountain hikes without a fucking weapon in the first place.
Period.
You know,
You can't go if you're gonna go to the forest. You're gonna go to the jungle. You're gonna go to
with
the
no
forest.
weapon.
You gotta have some way of protecting yourself because animals, even if it's just to scare them off. All right.
She got mauled by a mountain lion.
Yeah. Well, that's
Couldn't shoot in the head.
Yeah, stupid ass bitch.
Yeah, you trying to climb some rocks and shit. Right.
She was on a hike on the trail, running the trail, and the mountain lion came and got
That shit happen in Colorado all the time.
White
That shit happen in Colorado all the time. Man.
Yeah.
People go running in them hills, man, at the foot of the mountains, and
no gun,
just
no nothing.
put their headphones on and shit. And the damn mountain lion running right with their ass.
20-pound mountain. 20-pound mountain
There's a
lion.
video to do
Oh,
it.
like fast food.
Maybe work for it.
Stupid.
I seen another one. A chick. She was listening to Cardi B. She was humming a song and shit. She had the selfie stick. The whole time the bitch don't see it's a big ass fucking bear chasing this bitch down the mountain. She was live too. You seen it? Fucking bitch was
the chick on the
she was on a snowboard.
Oh, yeah, I
She was
saw
on a
that.
snowboard.
Yeah, the grizzly was on that ass.
You can hear it too.
Yeah.
He was hard. He was finna kill that bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
if she'd have panicked and wiped out, she'd have been food.
You know,
Yeah.
so hey, look, so the Lord, man, these animals out here, then a lot of coyotes. You know?
Oh yeah, I see a bunch of
Hey,
this.
And they in the cities now.
Yeah.
Hey, I stayed at the cottage. Now look, at one point we thought it was coyotes, but then we ended up saying wolves. We ain't sure, but it was either wolves or coyotes over there, right off Cottage Grove.
Yep.
We used to see them all the time.
Because they
When you
take
see
it.
one, it's more.
It's
We
just a pack.
found out where they
They
ran
snatching
to.
up small dogs. They snatching up cats.
They ain't fuck with us though.
They're
seen a
taking
couple
jobs.
Even over there on 47, I had the crib up in Stairs. I seen a coyote over there.
Well, that time that time I was taking you to the crib and we had all them 12 deer up there in fucking South Deering
Yeah.
and whatnot. We know it's like if you got deer, you got predators for them.
Yeah, we saw that. Matter of fact, I forget who that was. Was that you, Asher?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, we saw like damn near 30 of them.
No shit.
Yeah,
Damn.
yeah, we saw like 30 of them.
Get the
Lights
fuck
go
out
out,
of here.
boy. It's finna
They out there now, bro. They was out there damn near every day over there on Cottage, bro.
And another thing, Esau killing. They coming in the cities because they can't find no fucking food, man. You know, hey, let your kid be outside. That's gonna be dinner. They gonna start snatching these babies, man. You know, like even like and after that, like I make sure even around my house, I make sure it's one of the older kids out there with them. Hey, because hey, look, these animals, man, they hungry, man. Judgment is judgment. The Lord is finna bring some harsh judgment to this place.
Sorry, man. Trying to snatch the one little Edomite dude that was on the skateboard. He would try to snatch his ass up.
Yeah, that's why we hear man saying, "Hey, through the terror of the Lord, we persuade man, to get on the right side, straighten up and fly right, and show your faith in this truth, man. You know, because." It's gonna be to be led by the Spirit, man. Is invaluable, because the scriptures talk about being in league with the beasts of the field and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody grab that for y'all.
Yeah,
Joel 5. Hey, Shema, hit that while they grabbing that. What you got?
It's Joel 5.
Oh, that's your head the whole time.
I had Joel.
Hit the Joel. Yeah.
Joel 5:23. Thou shalt be in league with the stones of the
Start up. 7 troubles.
It's Joel 5.
Start up right above it. Start at 17.
It's Joel 5:17. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore, despise not the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and bindeth up. He wounded, and his hands make whole.
Now we've been brought low, man. That was the will of the Lord. But what's going to happen next is what you're seeing. Us getting bound up. The Lord is giving us His Spirit. He said He ain't wake us up for wrath. Lord finna deliver us. He should be saved. He should be saved from it. All right, this is our salvation coming, man.
That's it.
You got it.
He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee.
And that word 7 in completion. This is it. This is the time. This ain't 70 AD. 70 AD was prophesied. Yahushua said, "Flee to the mountains, flee here, don't look back." This time he said, "Look, that power was to sit still. The Lord be your reward." Hey, Isaiah 10 say they should no longer trust them that smite them, but should stay upon the Holy One of Israel. So Yahweh Shai got us, man. No evil shall touch. No, it says no evil. Hey, what did the right say? Only means only. So no means no. No, nothing gonna touch us, man.
Isaiah 54:17 is real.
Mm-hmm.
The Lord said that no weapon formed against us shall prosper, man.
0. Everything Esau come with. Even if we start up in that Job, it talks about them with their lips.
It's deep fakes. He gonna take our faces and our voices.
Right.
None of that shit gonna work, man.
Hey,
what you got, brother?
He had more on that.
Okay.
But you gotta jump up real quick though. Jump up to 12. There you go.
12. I was gonna do the
Verse 12. Joel 5:12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Get to the point, because Matthias got precepts and everything. Get to 15.
The plans they got, they gonna fail. That's what that means.
They gonna fumble.
Yeah.
Verse 15. But he saved the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. From
their sword and from their mouth, from everything. The FBI that came and tried to come up with different terms to come against us. Identity extremists. And the Lord put the Spirit on a whole woman. A Democrat woman at that. A black woman at that.
Yeah.
To defend the Israelites, man.
Tore their ass up.
Multiple times.
Tore their ass and made them look stupid and made them look like they were bogus and liars and just trying to frame somebody.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Made them look as fraudulent and fake as they are.
Yeah. In history, man, hey, we would have just been told, but this is a different time. You can jump back down to that 7 troubles. Verse 20. For y'all.
Yep. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh.
Hey, it said we won't be worried about the sword of the tongue. Whatever policies Esau come with, whatever plans this devil got, it won't matter. Famine won't matter. Him destroying all these factories, that's only gonna fuck himself up. He fall into his own ditch.
He got Edomites that are gonna be starving.
And here it is.
And a lot of them Edomites are gonna be mad and lash out at him. So a lot of these elites some of these elites, lower level elites, are actually gonna get put to death by their own people.
So here it is. We're talking about salvation, all right? Because the scriptures talk about salvation for us, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, the Israelites, starting off with the elect, right? So before the salvation comes, all these things that being read All right, that the
hell,
giant
all the
reap.
troubles.
Yes, so we can laugh at that because that's going to be a faith booster. We're talking about that, and then when it happens, we know we're that much closer.
We're excited about it.
Exactly.
Where everybody else is panicking,
Yes.
we're looking forward to the chaos. We're like, so let it start tonight.
That's it. Yeah, if we're welcoming salvation, all right, then we must welcome what comes right before salvation.
You know what it is, because we understand that we can't. We gotta go through the hell to get to the good part.
Exactly. We must welcome all and no matter
that narrow
what,
path.
Yeah, and no matter what,
on both sides,
and no matter what uncomfortabilities we go through, at the end of the day, like the scripture says in that wisdom of Solomon, you're gonna be quickly without care. And
then, but when all hell break loose, we gonna be straight. The prophet's
Lord
gonna be
God,
straight.
That's it.
So we ain't
time,
right. The prophet's gonna be straight. So that's why we're gonna laugh at it. That's why we're gonna rejoice, because by this whole time did nobody store up, ain't nobody try to basically get good with the Creator.
Right.
Hey, we over here. What you need, sir? Whatever you need. We just trying to be good. We good. We just trying to get good with the Lord. We doing what it takes. We taking our scourges. We taking our ass whoopings. And we taking the correction that Yahweh Bashim.
That's what I was say. That's what I said. We going through it now. The scripture say we going through now, so we won't be condemned with the work.
All while proclaiming and confessing Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, extolling Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, glorifying Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. All while we go through the necessary experiences of the straight gate to purify and perfect us.
And what friend like Yahushua? He said, "Servants I call you not, but friends." What friend don't look out for his homies? Don't look out for the guys that's been everybody talking shit about him, but y'all been like, "No, that's big bro ain't like that. He got us." Everybody, man, he ain't coming back. No, he said he coming back, bro. Yep. Just do XYZ. Right. Y'all, and he whole time he's sitting there listening. He put cameras and everything. He's sitting there listening to everything that's going on. And then when he come back, who you think he gonna take care of? Right. When shit get thick, who you think you ain't gonna send some help for him? You know he hurt. You gonna look out the people who got you.
Right for the truth.
You know,
he should fight for them.
Verse 22: Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the field, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field.
Hey, so we ain't gonna be afraid of these animals.
Oh.
Hey, look, my neighbors ran in the house when those dogs came. I ran towards the damn dogs, and the dogs were scared of me. You know what I'm saying? They were scared. They were, oh shit, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look.
Hey, we ain't expect that nigga coming this way.
Hey, wait. Hey, like we always say.
They were used to everyone moving from them.
Right.
So you came out.
Come and wait till them zoo animals get out. The lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. Hey, like the brothers. They went to the zoo. I can't remember the camp it was, but the gorillas bowed their face to them, bowed down to them. All right. So what's gonna happen? You see the men of the Lord, and we got lions and gorillas, and they just chilling. They protecting us. Hey, the Lord is gonna work in your day, bro. The Lord is finna do some raw shit.
Hey, the dream you had years ago, about the lion
and they looked in the mirror and they wound up being lions, running lions.
Right. And then you run it and look through it. It was a double take, like you running and see, you see like the glass where you can see your reflection and stuff. It was like
oh, I'm part of the lion crew. Shit.
What's that?
The beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee.
That's right.
There's Sirach chapter 39 and verse 30. It says, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions and serpents and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And right there it tells you that's who they're gonna come for. Is the wicked, man.
It ain't killed Daniel when he was in the
that's all you Chief Keef, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, What's the bitch saying? She eating ass. She
Oh,
getting
oh,
good coochie.
Hey, I'm playing that bitch too.
Right. I took a picture and he now eating his ass or something. Jesus.
Best part.
From show
Yeah, I know.
That bitch gonna die.
This is just basically what Yak was
Definitely
alluding
don't
to.
kiss if you're gonna date with her.
Ain't that some shit?
He's here all week.
Oh, goodness.
You are. That wasn't even the king. Is 2nd Ezra 4:28. It says, "But as concerning the things where thou hast asked me, I will tell thee. For the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if the place where the evil sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown with the good." So like Yaki said, in order in JT time, the judgment, all that's coming, we know that's coming, but that's the necessary, that's all necessary for the next step.
For the kingdom.
In order for the plenteous, in order for the place where rest is allowed and plenteousness, in order for all that to come, this shit has to be fully upside down. So anything or any belief or structure that is upright right now, for the Lord to come back and for this to be righteous, it has to be flipped.
Yeah.
Shown for the wickedness that it is.
Let the bodies hit the floor playing nonstop.
Right.
This Wisdom Solomon 18:7, because not only is that needed to get to the other side, and that's going to be our glory.
Yep.
Hey, this Wisdom Solomon 18:7. So if thy people was accepted both the salvation of the righteous and destruction of the enemies, for wherewith thou didst punish our adversaries, by the same thou didst glorify us whom thou hast called. So just like Egypt, because this is what this is going into, when it was dark in Egypt, that was punishing the Egyptians, our enemies. But you look to Goshen, you see what? Light over there.
Everything.
It's fire and ice. Ice mixed with fire falling on the cattle in Egypt. But we got big ass cows and goats and sheep over there in Goshen.
Mooing and shit.
Same thing now. When these motherfuckers are going through whatever they're going through, that's why 2nd Ezra 9 say, don't worry about how the wicked gonna be punished, but look at how the elect gonna be saved. Because while they going through their shit and getting tortured, Lord's gonna use those same things to deliver us from, to give us glory. And that's Romans the 9th chapter. The vessels fitted to honor to show the riches of the Lord's mercies, man. And the Lord finna show out for his sons, man. Yahweh try to bless me enduring this thing and be called and chosen, man. Because the called and chosen finna be on some whole other level shit. And that lion vision of the mouth of my head is straight up Micah 4:10, I believe. We should be as lions in the midst, a young lion, Salakia. A young lion in the midst of some sheep, man. We finna be turned up, man.
That tam motherfucker, the tam
I'm
motherfucker.
right there already. This is 2nd Ezra 16:73, and it says, "Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire." So it's gonna be made known who the Lord's chosen is, man.
That's right.
Hey,
I got a precept. It's Isaiah 59. I'm gonna start at 19. So should they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy should come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh should lift up a standard against them. And the Lord gonna protect us from whatever troubles y'all was saying that's gonna come. And then verse 20, and the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgressions in Jacob, saith the Lord Yahweh. Because the Lord only coming to save the elect. He coming to redeem us through with Yahweh Shai. That's it. He ain't, Lord willing, we are that number. But all these other people, they about to get jacked up and get destroyed. Hey, we gonna be protected, Lord willing, through these times that's about to come. Because everybody ain't gonna have that faith. A lot of people is faithless out here. They believe in their guns. They believe in his military. They believe in America. They believe in everything. A nigga believe in anything but the truth anyway. Like they don't come to the Heavenly Father and want to hear this. As soon as you start talking about this, they give you 3 heads and look the other way. But it's cool because Yahweh Shem Shah gonna be for us. Verse 21. As for me, this is my covenant with them, saith the Lord Yahweh. My spirit that is upon thee, and my words which I have put in thy mouth shall not depart out of thy mouth, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, nor out of the mouth of thy seed, saith the Lord Yahweh, from henceforth and forever. Because this is going to endure with the elect forever, all the way to the kingdom. So all these people who don't believe in this, they all hell with them, man. Two-thirds got to be destroyed, man, and they'll get it in the kingdom, man.
I got something here.
Okay.
Second Esdras. This is Second Esdras 9, verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So again, like the brother said, all those perils, they're made for the wicked. All right, and it's, guess what? The elect they're gonna be practicing these works of faith, man.
That's right.
I believe that's like spoken. Yeah, so you can't get this truth and believe and then just put your candle under a bush.
No, you got I'm sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta produce the fruits of righteousness, because in that Second Esdras 9, I believe also it talks about how they're like 2/3 in the non-believers, their works are unprofitable, their labors are unfruitful, because it wasn't the counsel of the Most High God. It was another mindset that they were in service for and forwarding, while the elect is in service for the counsel of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and forwarding that.
This is Proverbs 1, I'm starting 25. But ye have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof.
And that's the ones that's gonna get caught up in all the perils. You see, that's the ones that's gonna, be pulling their hair out, not knowing what's going on and why. Because their hope is in this present temporal evil world. That's why Isaiah 33:6, it says, for wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and when all the chaotic times come.
And then, but the last line, it's all hard. That last line on the fear of the Lord, his treasure. That word treasure is something stored for future use. All right, so what's the fear of the Lord? That faith. All right, and it said what? Noah moved with fear building that ark. That's the same thing we're doing now. Here by knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. Are we moving with fear doing this so we can be saved by faith and works?
That's it.
Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. If you believe this thing, you're gonna teach, man.
Make it to confession.
You're gonna do it, man. And on one level or another. Every man, all men ain't gonna go out there and hit the line, But even a 1/3 believer, he gonna tell some damn body. He may even be all righteous with his friend just to work. He gonna show his faith, man.
It said, thou
Don't play your friends to work, man.
Right. But it said, thou know that I was an austere man. So we know we're when it goes back to the Lord's reputation. Now that we're coming back to it, we're restoring his correct reputation. So we knew what he said, that I take that what I have not sown. All right. So the talents, whichever they might be given to you, we know that the Lord's an austere man.
Yeah, hey, even the one that had the one talent, the Lord told him what? You should have took it to the bank and for usury. You're right. You're gonna get interest.
Yeah.
Hey, just like the sister that made garments for the brother. Oh, yeah. She just made garments.
Yeah.
That's a mighty work. You was looking out for the prophets.
Yeah. She makes
nice.
And her husband, I'm pretty sure he funds that shit. So that's a blessing on both of them.
That's it.
So
you finished that, Pop?
Nah.
Hey, some men started out just coming to camp, just listening. Yeah. Hey, Pops came around just to check on his son.
Right.
Now look. Right. He's like, man, where my son is? You think I'm being no coach shit. So that's not one talent. But he heard it. He like, well, damn, I was looking into the name thing. Y'all talking about that? Damn, okay. All right, let me digest that. Man, he kept going. Now look, man. Now Pops is beloved, man. And you can't talk to Elder Matazat without Pops coming up. You from Chicago, he gonna mention Pops. He gonna mention you, man. You beloved. That one talent increase. You got 2 talents, you increase. He that watered himself. Apostle Ramlab gave his own personal testimony, who is an apostle. When he first heard this truth, all he knew was Job 9:24. He said he went out there every week and taught Job 9:24. Look how many talents he got now.
That's like the prophet who only taught the baptism of John.
That's it. Absolutely.
Until the Lord gave
Apollos.
until the Lord gave him the increase, man.
Yeah, and then he said he went out there and taught them mightily
Right.
afterwards, man. Yahweh shine the law in the scriptures, man.
What like it's like the next lick that you hear. You trying to tell everybody. This the stain of all stains. This the lick of all licks. This is the lick. This it. It's the stain of all stains. The truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell it.
Hey, well, see any other lick or stain, like you say, you ultimately looking for another one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But this the one you don't need.
Hey.
With this one, we good.
Never
thirsty.
Never thirsty.
Right, bro.
Never thirsty. Never thirsty again.
Hey, I want to reach out the comment board real quick. Hey, this is hot quick one. This is Tobit. Where you go? It's Tobit 12:7. Do that which is good, and no evil shall touch you.
Right on point.
Okay.
In fact, let me read this real quick. I've been sitting on it for a while. This is the 2nd Ezra 16, and start at verse 1. And it reads, Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourselves with clothes of sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand.
Yeah, it is.
A sword is sent upon you, death, and who may turn it back?
Nobody.
A fire is set among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? All right? May a man drive away a hungry lion in the wood? Or may one quench the fire and stubble when it hath begun to burn? So it's no way out of what's about to come. Except you have Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
That's it.
Right.
All right. If you don't have that faith in the Lord, all right, or simply if you're just not among the elect, you chopped and screwed.
I'm gonna get back to that. This is that proverb I'm picking up at 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they cry upon me.
Oh, y'all gonna know the name then.
Yeah.
There ain't gonna be where's your God?
Yeah, exactly. Ain't gonna be none of that.
It's gonna be too late.
That's it. Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
I tell you, every woman that does this and this is gonna get.
Right? He said he will not answer because you're not gonna have that wedding garment on.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? You're not gonna have any stats to show, you know, your show and prove your faith.
Well, they gonna have it in the adultery garment though.
Yeah. That's it.
Right?
That's it.
That one where you get cast in the outer
The
darkness.
same right. You still gonna have the edge.
Gasoline draws.
Still gonna have the residue on her cheeks.
She's talking about your
Both.
Right.
Right.
Okay. They shall.
Especially women that had children, you know, committed adultery. The scriptures say your children gonna be a witness against you.
Con.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing you ain't gonna be able to say. You can't say you
You
committed.
didn't collect it right. That same little bastard you done collected all this child support for and destroyed somebody's life. That's gonna be the witness against you.
Con. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of Yahweh.
Don't tell me about God. I want to hear about God. I
want to hear about Jesus.
Right.
Right.
Or I want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what the book says. Don't tell me what the book says.
Right.
Okay.
Nigga, that's what I think.
Right.
Right. When it comes to the Bible, we whatever you like.
That's right. That's us.
All right.
It's like I always say, I'm at work. You know what I'm saying? I gotta, make what's on the menu. You know,
Right,
at
right,
work,
yeah.
I can't make my own. You know what I would make you at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work here.
Yeah, you fuck up the menu, you lose customers.
Right.
That's it. Then you lose your job.
And that ain't good.
You don't want to get fired on this job.
And our employment, that ain't good at all, man.
No,
Right.
sir.
Right. Literal fight.
Right.
Damn, you get fired.
Right.
Damn.
Okay.
Literally.
Go ahead, Pops. We gonna get ready to wrap it
Okay.
up. Go ahead.
Verse 30. They would none of my counsel. They despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way
Man.
and be filled with their own devices. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and prosperity of fools shall destroy them. Following this Edomite, go how they got them caught up. But whosoever hearken unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil.
Yeah, your portfolio ain't gonna do shit for you in this day, so.
That's right.
That's right.
Talking about, my proud ass Edomite said, my credit score is going down just looking at it. My portfolio.
Right.
That's that shit ain't gonna help you. All right, so with that, man, we're gonna give all praises, all honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rekakadash,
Allah.
Abba,